I started my career as a software developer. That's way back in 2002. I did an MBA along with my work. Then, I've always been in startups, but figured out that product management needs a specialized learning, and that's when I was doing a startup in Indian agriculture. Figured out a lot of gaps. I wanted to do a systematic learning. That's why I joined IPL, and I have about 23 years of experience so far. Honestly, at that point of time, I didn't know what is a product and what is a service. I joined a company which was a startup funded by Infosys called OnMobile. They were into products, and I got excited about products. I started a company after that which is again in products. So all through I only knew products, and when I joined IPL or when I was doing startup, I figured out that product is the real value adding, revenue generating game. That's where the kick is. The sessions that I attend invokes a deep thought process, critical thinking on what my assumptions were, and the best part of the faculty is that they ask you questions where you can reflect on it, think about it, and that's one part of it. The second part of it, the practical challenges. For example, Professor Nandini's go today and then end of the day you have to generate money without using your core skills, right? So we had to sell diyas in a temple to generate that. The third thing is a lot of aspects like product strategy, revenue, how do you price it, how do you market it. All of them are available under one umbrella, and you will get a full cycle of the thing. And it helped me really understand end-to-end of product. The best part is faculty is more like your friends, especially the breaks that you get. Your learning happens 1.5 hours in the class, and then you go out for a coffee break with 30 minutes with your professor. That's where the real interactions happen. And if you look at, I've traveled from Hyderabad to Bangalore every weekend for 2 years. If it was not fun, even the learning part, it was not. I had kid, I had my wife. I think we just had a kid or something like that. My kid was 2 years old, and I was doing it every weekend, not staying with my family, with my kid. It was all because it was real fun. Into products, it is important to understand the product thinking. Designing a product or doing anything is fundamental, comes from the thought process that is inculcated. And if you put in a environment where you're thinking it day in and day out, that's when you really understand the product of it. It's not implementing a framework. That's not really, that might take you some distance. But if you're looking at a full-fledged product career, or you want to really build product as an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur, it doesn't matter. You have to inculcate the thinking process, and that's what differentiates between the great product managers, great product leaders versus what's available people who don't go through a curriculum, standard curriculum.